So, we are watching Click, and if that sounds familiar,
Starring Adam Sandler?
not quite, because this episode came out about 10 years before the Adam Sandler classic. Okay, so welcome to the BooseGumps podcast. This is
BooseGumps!
maybe episode 4. We'll see how it goes.
Probably not releasing all of the first 3 episodes. So this is the 4th episode we made.
This is season 3, episode 13, according to Netflix. I don't have my charts in front of me, but we're watching Click.
And I feel we should also mention that we are joined today by a third guest, a newcomer to the pod, Jason.
Spelled Jason.
Definitely not spelled Jae-son for...
Well, I don't even know how you would pronounce that.
I know.
Yeah,
be a
no one would
mess.
ever be named that.
So, Jason, thanks for coming on.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here. This is my first podcast appearance.
What would you say your prior relationship is to Goosebumps?
Prior relationship?
Speak to me.
I never read the books. My sister had them.
All right, we'll take it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So, Luke, tell us about today's episode.
So, we are watching Click, and if that sounds familiar...
Starring Adam Sandler?
Not quite, because this episode came out about 10 years before the Adam Sandler classic.
But, Luke, it can't be about a remote control that fast
It's
forwards
about a
through life.
remote control that alters the present based on the controls, aka Adam Sandler ripped off Goosebumps.
Oh, my God.
Jason, did you ever see Click?
The Sandler movie?
Yeah.
No.
Not as good as his work in Uncut Gems, but I would say it's a close second. Like
Isn't there like
he shows the same acting range. There's like a scene where he's like on his knees crying, dying of some disease. You know what I'm talking about.
Are you talking about Click?
Yeah.
The Adam Sandler or the Goosebumps?
Adam Sandler.
Okay.
Isn't there like a stroke song in the
In the trailer?
no in the
Click?
in the movie?
Probably. It was around that time.
I feel like there was some reason why that movie was special to me.
Well, I think
But
it
you
might have been
didn't see
because
it.
it was unexpectedly...
No, I didn't see it, but I always wanted to because I wanted to see that stroke song in context.
Well, I guess this is the next best thing, and you'll have to watch the Adam Sandler movie after you watch this Goosebumps episode, Click.
All right, let's give it a watch.
I'm currently drinking Can I Get a Wit Wit Mick Keller IPA.
And I'm drinking a Blue Moon because I'm feeling a little... what's the word? Under the weather is what I was trying to say. Under the weather, and I don't trust myself to handle an IPA right now.
Good call. And Jason is smoking crack.
No, I'm drinking.
If you hear that hissing noise,
Coca-Cola. I'm drinking
He's
Coca-Cola
got a
that's
soda.
been opened 2 months ago.
pour yourself some Coca-Cola, right? Like right around here, right by the mic. Pour yourself some Coca-Cola.
No, please don't.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to ruin anything. Okay, so without further ado, this is Click.
West Philadelphia,
Never mind.
born and raised. The playground was where I spent most of my
Wait,
days.
they're playing the xylophone.
I think this guy was in The Sopranos.
Yeah,
Does
that's
look like a young Tony Soprano.
that's James Gandolfini. He got his start on Goosebumps.
Possess ultimate control.
What an ad.
Where did he get this?
He bought that shirt from Tony Soprano, I swear to God.
Oh, hell yeah. Non-copyright music.
We interrupt this program to bring you this important message from Armchair Electronics.
JFK has been assassinated.
That's Kevin Spacey's brother, Devin Spacey. You're breaking my fucking balls.
Oh.
God, he's sweating so much.
Is he sweating or crying?
It's not a toy.
Whoa.
He's also tested out on the goldfish. Yeah, they don't remember
That's
anything
fucked
after
up.
5
Animal
seconds.
Cruelty.
Oh, I love it. Goosebumps editors really showing their chops right now.
Wait, so he only rewinded the guy on the bike, but not the car that
No,
keeps
the
driving?
car rewinded too, I think.
Did it?
Yeah,
It
look,
looked
the
like
red
it just
car.
kept going.
Nope,
Nope,
just the
car's
kid on the
not
bike.
there.
You're right, just the kid on the
The
bike.
car was just driving by and they didn't want to redo the shot. I wonder how many people are going to get cancer after being affected by this remote.
But remember, like anything, it should be used properly and only in moderation.
Just like masturbation. Shooting some b-balls outside the school and a couple of guys who are up to no good.
This is a weird form of bullying that this kid is doing.
Hey, come on, I'll give it back. What do you think you're gonna do with that?
I'm sorry, you can answer that in the form of
Did he change the
Oh my
channel
god,
on
he
him?
changed his being. That one kid has the right reaction.
If I had a superpower, I would just never tell anyone, ever.
Yeah. I wouldn't tell you fuckers.
I wouldn't tell anyone.
Might be time to take it seriously. This is his
Nope.
4th warning.
Just crush it. Oh
It's the most
no.
powerful device in human history, and he's playing tug of war with his sister for it.
Now, I hope during this brief timeout, you'll chill a little bit.
Uh-oh. Something tell me this is where it goes
If he
wrong.
unpaused it and they just died. Oh no. Was his friend hiding in the closet? They didn't come from the front door.
Yeah.
Jeez, they're going hard with the Dutch angles.
What's a Dutch angle?
It's when it's crooked. Dutch angle.
How did they end up back in the house?
I think they just walked back home and
They just left.
It's only his family that's frozen.
The Verona XG20 universal remote
Well, tell him how to unfreeze his family.
is dangerous.
We tried to operate it, but hello? Hello?
Is it me you're looking for?
It's in here.
Oh!
No. Did we fix it?
Yeah.
I admire his optimism. Do his parents not question how his friend suddenly popped up next to him?
What? That's what you're gonna do? I would break it.
Oh no.
And it's gone. His friend took it.
He's become power hungry.
Oh.
Oh no, caught.
You almost turned your family into a permanent still life. I know I hear
Permanent still life.
It's a commentary on the suburban households.
Oh.
Oh my god, he murdered him.
Alright, this kid's awesome.
This is your last chance.
He still gets another chance?
Oh my god.
Consequences.
They're pretty lenient all this.
Yeah, he's had like 6 chances.
If I were him, I also wouldn't take the warning seriously at this point.
Oh god, his friend's back. He's at Lincoln Center. He's about to do a one-man show. 2-man show.
Verona XG20 universal remote.
I can't say that he did.
No, Tony, wait!
Tony!
Hey, Tony! Oh,
That's it?
that's it. He's just
Holy
dead.
shit.
He is stuck in oblivion
That
forever.
was fucked up.
Okay, so that was Click,
Not starring Adam Sandler.
starring Tony Soprano, young Tony Soprano, as
So
a
full of
remote
life.
kid. Initial thoughts?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's very different from the movie.
But not that much different.
Yeah, no, not that much different. It's by very different. I just kind of mean more the production value and and the central character. But yeah, it's just man, that kid is annoying. That the lead, the main character is such a like spoiled piece of shit. He gets like 20 warnings and he just keeps doing the same thing over and over. How many warnings did he get in that episode?
He got at least 6, like 5 or 6.
No exaggeration, 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Jason, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, Jason.
I thought it was pretty cheesy in the beginning, but the ending kind of fucked me up. I did not see that coming. It kind of reminded me of
Twilight Zone or
Chronicle.
Chronicles of
Chronicle
Riddick.
with Dane DeHaan and
Is that a movie?
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Bourdain.
No, what is his name? Michael B. Jordan?
Michael Jordan,
No, Michael B. Jordan.
Chicago
Michael C.
Bulls
Jordan.
player,
No.
the GOAT.
Michael
Great-
C. Hall.
Yes.
Um,
I'm talking about Forrest Whitaker.
Well, that is the cool thing about these episodes is there's a lot of things we make fun of, but it's kind of the brilliance of R.L. Stine though that a lot of these stories do have twists at the end that really do get you, and you're just like, whoa.
I would say 95% of the TV episodes end in a twist, and they don't always work, but when they work, like that was just terrifying. Like,
Yeah. Being stuck in oblivion.
but I think like that kind of goes with the show and how the main character is portrayed. And you have this kid who's just awful. Like he doesn't take a clue from all the warnings,
And then he freezes his family, can't fix it, and doesn't learn anything from that.
Well, that's the thing. You think it's kind of wrapped up when he throws it out, putting the remote in a garbage can, as if like that just permanently deletes it. And then he has this change, and he's like, "Oh no, I'm not giving this up." And then
Yeah, they don't
he
really.
is really punished for it by going into the void.
Yeah.
And we don't see what happens when he's in school and what happens before that. So we have to just assume that he disappears
We have to assume that he just spends the rest of his life trapped in a meaningless void.
until somebody else puts batteries in the remote, which I guess you could say the friend would probably do. He went way out of his way to help him.
If they ended with a scene of the friend like recovering the remote, fixing it back together, or like him, or just some hint of him trying to go back to rescue him, that would have been an amazing ending.
You think that would have made it better?
Would have left it open for a sequel.
No, I would have rather like the friend to like destroy the remote and doom the main guy to oblivion.
That would be fun.
I mean, I like the absence of finding
Yeah.
out. That's already leaving it open-ended, but just like, I think we're going to get to some episodes that kind of set up. From
How's
what I
that
can
Coca-Cola
remember,
treating you, Jason?
pretty good.
Yeah, good.
from what I can remember.
Sorry to
Yeah,
interrupt.
I'm trying to go on to a
No, you were laying it down.
I'm going into a real thing here.
Yeah, no. Give us reality. Give us reality.
Based on a lot of these episodes, a lot of them have potential to have these like shock endings. The twists are so like heavy and like they're deep. They get you, like they shock you.
Yeah.
And then I think some of them like kind of cop out at the end because they don't want it to be that bad. But
This one did not cop out.
When they don't cop out, I'm loving it.
I mean, what an easy character though to not pull your punches for.
Right.
To just be like, fuck this kid. Let's
Yeah.
abandon him to the abyss.
But it still makes me wonder what could you possibly use the remote for that's not just
Bad.
a TV where like
Well, they wanted him to use it on stereos, TVs, lights, fans, maybe.
Fish.
when he uses it, but then just get a regular universal remote that doesn't do all that. That's what I mean. Like they know the power.
Yeah.
How he got it in the first place.
Yeah, we don't know where he got this from. He just ordered it.
So
and
you're
got it
saying
in
the fault
mail.
is in the manufacturer, not in the consumer.
I mean, it's both really. But my thing is like, okay, it's a universal remote that he's very excited to get, like without knowing that it does all this thing. He's just excited to have a remote that can
Yeah.
turn on this. I mean, I guess in the 90s that's pretty cool. But
We don't really use remotes the same way anymore.
when he uses it for good to stop the bully, he still gets a warning about tampering. So it's like
I don't think it was about good or evil. I think it was literally using it on people is bad.
but then what is the use? What's the point of having a remote that
Did he get the
can
warning after
change-
changing the goldfish colors?
Um
Because if not,
now
then,
I'm starting to think, but still, like
Then maybe
that's what it's for, changing the color of your goldfish. Like
that's it.
Well, I'm pretty sure he got like 7 warnings, so
There
It
might have
had
been
to
one
be
after
fair.
that. Yeah. So I really don't know what the proper use was for the remote. Maybe it wasn't. You're right. Maybe it wasn't good or evil. It clearly wasn't good or evil. So
So they make this remote. Maybe it's supposed to be like this, like God.
you're having a profound thought here.
My brain is just fried.
No, keep going. Birth this thought.
It's giving
Push, Luke.
It's giving man power, the ultimate power to. It's having man play God and
Yes.
tempting
Yes.
them to play God.
Yes.
And the choice. So you are supposed to only use it to turn on your TV or stereo.
Yes.
And if you do use it on people, that is abuse of power.
Yeah.
So it's a test of mankind.
That's actually like a really interesting philosophical question.
Dude, we got deep on this one.
It's a thought exercise. It's like if you give man ultimate power, he will always abuse it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the only person who is worthy of that kind of power is the person who chooses not to use it.
Yeah.
And there's the paradox there, because then, like, if they have the power, they don't use it, and if they do have the power and they use it, they're not worthy. And basically,
Right.
this kid was not worthy of it because he abused it.
Yeah.
Like,
Which, like, it's also funny because he was initially happy with it, doing all the things of a universal remote, just changing the TV and the stereo.
he was content.
He was great with that. So, like, he could have it's just once he got that taste of power. It's game over.
You saw, Luke, I know you've watched the Harry Potter movies. Jason,
Yes,
have
I
you
have.
seen the
I've
movies
seen
or
all
read the
the
books?
movies. I've read only one.
When
This
he
guy breathes Harry Potter.
This episode, like when he and his friend were fighting over the remote, it reminded me of like Harry Potter with the Elder Wand. Kind of like similar, like to the remote, just like being the thing that puts you on like a godlike level,
Or you could
ultimate
even
power.
Lord of the Rings.
There you go. That too. Yeah.
I can't believe so many people ripped off Goosebumps.
I can't. It wasn't just Click. It was Lord of the Rings. It was Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings.
J.R.R. Tolkien,
The pianist.
Adrian Brody.
All right.
So yeah, I guess
That leads us to our segment, our final review of the episode. Wait, no, Luke, you do it best.
Was this or nah?
No, was this or nah?
Was this
Or was this? There we go. Much better. Much better.
This was I'm terrified. The ending, that just is the cherry on the philosophical sundae.
I'm also gonna give it I mean, like, there were some laughs along the way. Definitely some things to make fun of it for, but the end result was pretty worth it. So
And Jason, based on this nonsensical scale, where do you?
I'll give it an because I feel like
you don't want to disagree?
The ending had a Hitchcockian quality.
It did, didn't
It
it?
fucked me up in like a Hitchcockian way. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh shit,
Yeah.
it's over.
I don't even
When
think.
it ends quickly, and it hurts.
For all of us.
I think Hitchcock is too big a pussy to make a move that I didn't actually see who directed this one, but kudos to them and kudos to R.L. Stine for keeping it real. Like I said, we don't ever go off the books. We just go straight on the screenplays.
Although maybe for one episode that'd be a cool idea. I mean, it would literally.
What, do you want me to read a children's book? I only watch a children's TV show. Thank you very much.
All right, I'll read it. It'll take 30 minutes. It's like they're very short books.
I'm not on that reading level yet. But yeah, I'd say, and this, I would have to say this IPA really hit the spot during this episode. A perfect pair.
And my Blue Moon, one of my just favorite beers overall, never goes down poorly. So, Blue Moon, hats off to you.
And Jason, what do you think of that Coca-Cola Classic?
Coca-Cola goes well with everything.
Well said, friend. All right. Well, until next time.
Until next time, folks.
In school.
Did we have a closing? Did we think of a phrase to close?
And that's all, folks.
a bet. That's all.
Viewer, be wary. You're in for a scary.
Viewer, take caution, this
Pod is
awesome.
Oh my god.
Okay, goodbye.
goodbye.